Welcome back to Horror Recaps. Today, I will be showing you a horror/comedy from 2015 titled The Final Girls. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Max Cartwright waits for her actress mother Amanda Cartwright in a car. Amanda is auditioning for a film, meanwhile Max watches videos on her phone while drinking coffee. She picks up her mother's actress portfolio stashed on the floor. Amanda finally arrives and gets in the car. Max asks her mother how the audition went. Amanda complains about always being recognized as Nancy from the 1986 film Camp Bloodbath. They drive their way home talking about different stuff. The duo's favorite song comes on the radio, so they start singing along to it. Max accidentally drops her coffee onto Amanda's stash of portfolio pamphlets. This startles Amanda and she crashes into another car. Their car goes flying on the road. Amanda dies in the accident, but Max somehow survives. 3 years have passed. It is Amanda's death anniversary. Max wakes up and does her morning routine. She is visibly sad as she watches a video of her and Amanda on the TV. Her friend Gertie comes to pick her up. They are going to a diner to study with their friend Chris. Chris has just broken up with Max's former best friend Vicky, so Gertie is trying to set Max up with Chris. Chris seems to have a crush on Max. As the group is studying, Gertie's stepbrother Duncan arrives at the diner. Duncan is a horror film fanatic. He wants Max to attend a special double feature showing of Camp Bloodbath. Since she is the daughter of the superstar of the film, Duncan says it will be an honor to have her. Max is not too thrilled about going but agrees once Duncan offers to do all of her assignments for the rest of the semester. Later that night they are at the theater. Vicky is there too. The group sits in the front row and enjoys the movie. But halfway into it, someone drops a bottle of alcohol on the ground, and someone else drops a cigarette on it, causing a fire. All the entrances are closed. With no way out, they have to slice the screen open and walk out through it. Max finds a machete to cut a hole in the screen and they all step through. But as they do that, they find themselves in the woods with no way back. The 5 of them are stuck in this unknown place. Just then a yellow van similar to the one in Camp Bloodbath movie stops in front of them. From inside, 2 of the characters ask for directions to the camp. The group is too stunned to speak, so the van leaves. Max thinks she is having a psychotic episode. The group discusses the possibility of it being a collective dream. They also think they might be dead and hallucinating. After some time the yellow van arrives again. The character Tina asks them for directions like earlier. This time Chris replies and tells her it's along the way they are moving. After the van leaves, Duncan sets up a timer on his watch. The group waits again. They have their phone but it does not have any reception. Exactly 92 minutes later, the van arrives again. Tina asks them for directions, to which Duncan replies that they are counselors and can show them the way to camp if the characters give them a ride. When they walk through the screen, the group enter the movie but now they have no way to get out. They ride to the camp with the characters in the van. As they reach there, Max sees her mother Amanda as Nancy in the backseat. She is stunned and cannot help but tear up. When they reach the camp, Duncan tells everyone that there is probably no way for them to get out of there now. Vicky suggests they take the van and run away. The character Kurt has the keys. They go to him to ask for it but he throws the keys away in the woods. Max takes this chance to talk to Amanda playing Nancy. Since everyone who has sex dies in the movie, she orders Nancy to always keep her clothes on. The group then goes to look for the keys. While searching, they see a girl coming towards them. The plot of the movie is that she is killed by Billy Murphy while trying to have sex with a stranger she meets in the wood. The group watches as the scene goes on. Billy arrives and kills her and the stranger with his machete. Billy then sees the group but simply stares at them. This leads Duncan to believe that he can only kill the original characters from the movie. But as he tries to take a selfie with the killer, he stabs him with his machete, killing him. The rest of the group runs away. They try running away from the camp but are brought back to it. It is as though they are running in circles. The movie won't let them leave. Next, everyone is inside the camp house sitting in circles. The movie characters sing while the rest of them sit there stunned. As they are talking, the main character of Camp Bloodbath, Paula, arrives. She is the one who kills Billy at the end of the movie. The group decides to stick with Paula till the end to stay safe. They also assign one character to each person so they can stop them from having sex and hence save them from dying. Vicky sticks with Paula and Tina, Gertie with Blake, Chris with Kurt, and Max with her mom Nancy. All of them stay with their assigned characters and chat. That night, Nancy gets ready to have sex with Kurt but Max comes into the room before him. She explains to Nancy that she is better off without Kurt. Just then Kurt comes in and is happy to see 2 girls instead of 1. Chris comes behind him to stop Kurt while Gertie is downstairs terrified of coming across Billy. She sees him watching through the window and screams. Everyone rushes to see what is wrong. She tells them that Billy Murphy is here. But Nancy tells her that he is just a legend. She then begins telling the story of Billy Murphy and weird stuff starts dripping down the ceiling. The group is now in flash black. It is 1957 and Billy Murphy along with his friends are in the camp. His friends bully him to the point he locks himself in the outhouse. But the camp counselors hated him as well. They lit a firework and put it inside the house, locking him from the outside. This gives Billy a third-degree burn all over his body, his face is distorted, so he makes himself a mask and sets out to kill every counselor. He kills them with his machete which splashes the blood on Gertie's face. Since then he has made it his mission to kill every counselor that ever comes to the camp. After the flashback, they come back to real time. The characters see the blood on Gertie's face and run away terrified. Max tries to stop them and tells them that they cannot leave. She tells Tina, Nancy, and Blake that they cannot leave until Billy Murphy is dead, but Paula and Kurt get in the car and drive away. Just then Duncan comes out of the wood telling everyone that he is alive. But is hit by the car as soon as he says that. The car then stops abruptly. Kurt flies out and dies. Then the car burns into flame and Paula dies too. She was supposed to be the final girl who kills Billy, but now that she is dead, the group has no way but to nominate a new final girl. They explain to Nancy, Tina, and Blake that they are in a movie and that nothing here is real. All of them collectively agree to go against Billy. Only a virgin person can kill him in the movie. The only two virgin people in the movie are Nancy and Max. Nancy offers to be the last girl, but Vicky tells her she is just a shy girl with a guitar who was supposed to die. This upsets Nancy, so she runs away. Max goes behind Nancy and reassures her. Later, they make a detailed plan to kill Billy Murphy during the slumber party. Vicky, Max, and Gertie are sharpening their weapons by the pond when Vicky breaks down crying. She apologizes for being mean to the girls. Max assures her she is not going to die. They dress Tina in a life jacket and mittens, to prevent her from undressing. The plan is to lure Billy into the house by making Tina perform a striptease. Max and Nancy bond while talking. Max tells her about her mother and Nancy gives her a bracelet as a souvenir. Max convinces Nancy to come with her when she leaves for home. Nancy is thrilled by the idea and is excited to start a new life. Tina on the other hand takes Vicky's Adderall thinking it is Tic Tac and begins acting crazy but still insists that she can do her job. Finally, they start the plan. Nancy plays the music and Tina starts stripping. The others wait for Billy ready to unleash the traps when he gets in. As Tina shows her breasts, Billy arrives from the mist. She comes face to face with him and gets scared. So, she runs away from him and gets into the trap set for Billy. Billy comes inside when Chris orders Gertie and Blake to cut the rope for another trap. Billy is hit by a log and jammed into the horns set up in the door. Blake comes downstairs thinking Billy is dead, but he is still alive and kills Blake. The girls shoot him with fire arrows, but Billy remains unaffected. They run upstairs, but he comes after them. Their last trap doesn't work and Vicky and Gertie are stuck. Billy kills both of them, but Max, Nancy, and Chris somehow manage to run away through the window. The house shoots up in flames, but Billy still survives. He chases them through the woods with his machete. They fall into a puddle. Just as he is about to kill them, Max makes Nancy recite Billy's story again so they can go to flashbacks. But Billy, too, is in the flashback. Nancy manages to get his machete. They see young Billy running away from the outhouse to his secret hideout. When Billy gets near them, they come back to current times. They are trying to run away from the puddle when Billy stabs Blake and kidnaps Nancy to his hideout. Max brings an injured Blake to a house nearby and runs to save Nancy. But Blake tells her to not waste her time because she is supposed to die. However, Max is determined to save her mother. She goes looking for Billy in his hideout with a machete in her hand. Inside, she finds the dead bodies of the couple he killed in the woods. Nancy is tied to a chair in the corner. As Max is trying to free her, Billy comes behind her. Max attacks him with a machete but is unsuccessful. Billy stabs Max, but Nancy is able to slash him with the machete that has fallen from Max's hands. The girls go back to Chris. Billy is still not dead. Nancy wants to sacrifice herself to save Max and Chris. Max tells her that her real name is Amanda and that she is her mother. She doesn't want to go home without her. Nancy convinces her to let her go. After a tearful goodbye, Nancy goes outside to lure Billy with a striptease. Billy eventually kills her. An angered Max goes outside with much motivation to kill him. They fight for a while, but she finally manages to cut his head off. Chris and Max watch the credits displaying in the sky and kiss. Max opens her eyes to Chris lying on a hospital bed beside her. All of her friends are there too. The movie ends as the group realizes that they are in the sequel of the movie Camp Bloodbath. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.